Over the past few decades, Disney has created a ton of quality animations. And now, here we are with Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, pulling straight from the Marvel IP. Now I'll cut right to it. Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is just amazing. I don't know what ingredients Disney used to make a show so magical like this, but honestly, hats off to them. This is amazing work. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur focuses on the exploits of 13-year-old Lunella Lafayette, who manages to bring a dinosaur from another dimension after discovering an old formula. Most of the episodes focus on Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur taking out a baddie of the week, but honestly, I think it's fine for it to be that simple, because each episode will treat it to a ton of amazing things. Each of these episodes cover a variety of topics. One episode focuses on Lunella's hair and how natural hair can be seen a bit of a associative way in modern society. There's another that focuses on Casey's Jewish heritage. And there's even an episode about how Devil feels about his size compared to everyone else. It was very intriguing. I must say though, my favorite episode was definitely about Beyonder focusing on humanity. Studying humans and realizing our perfections and imperfections was very insightful for a children's cartoon. Really good stuff.
LES is already pretty dope.
There's always room to be doper.
The characters in the show are also wonderful to watch. While there obviously are some bigger focuses like Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, and Casey, the background characters, when presented, are able to show their own stuff. Mimi, for example. In most shows, she'd be just the grandmother who's watching out for her little girl, but in this case, she's actually pretty active, always giving routine advice and actually getting involved in some of her little day-to-day adventures. And this doesn't just apply to Lunella's family. There are a number of characters like Eduardo and Casey's dads who only appear for a few episodes who really have a central focus, and the performances they give really help stand out. Now, I have to admit, I am being a bit biased here, but Beyonder is definitely my favorite character in the show, and it's not just because he's played by Lawrence Fishburne. It's honestly because he's just such a out-of-the-wall, fourth-wall-breaking character that is just so amusing. The fact that he serves as a narrator of the show and also gets involved in the plot every once in a while, honestly, that's just upstanding work. Of course, I'm not going to ignore the main three as well. When it comes to Moon Girl, the fact that they show the insecurities of a 13-year-old girl, actually, the insecurities of a 13-year-old black girl, so well in this show was just astounding. Worrying about her hair, worrying about socialization, being too smart for her own good, is also wholesome. The fact that Lunella had a friend like Casey also helped solidify the show as being a great one. Casey was the type of friend who, unlike most animations, doesn't always support all of Lunella's crazy tendencies and would be willing to tell her if she was, going too far, like at the sleepover telling her just to relax. I really like that despite the fact that Casey is willing to indulge in her own craziness every once in a while, she'll be the nice, true friend that Lunella really needed. And now we move on to the devil himself, Devil Dinosaur. Compared to Moon Girl and Casey, Devil Dinosaur is actually pretty simple. Comes from a different world, decides to stay, and that's pretty much it for the entire season. But I liked that it was that simple. Devil's just really cool to look at, and he's really cool to be in action too. That's all we needed.
Yes! Look at that swag!
The animation is so well done and so stylistic. I really like how Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur use the classic anime tropes, like the sweat drop, like the exclamation point, and they also use stop motion like animation. Instead of, animating movement, you'd see them being pushed along. Based on modern cartoon standards, a number of people find it to be a bit lazy, but considering how this show works, I think it's actually pretty interesting. It's really cool to look at. I have to say though, what really has this animation stand out from other shows is, without a doubt, the OST and the soundtrack. Honestly, Moon Girl Magic is an amazing opening, but it's not just an opening you get to listen to. Every episode is jam-packed with at least one unique song coming from a variety of different genres, and without a doubt, that's just astounding. It reminds me of Phineas and Ferb. I liked all the songs personally, but I think my favorite has to be that retro 70s version of Moon Girl Magic. Speaking of the retro version of Moon Girl Magic, it does tie into the one thing I didn't really like about Moon Girl, and that was the plotline for the season finale. I don't want to spoil it, but personally, I didn't see much of a conflict. It seemed a little too forced to me. But at the very least, the final scene at the season finale, that was just a game breaker. I can't wait for season 2, personally. Really can't.
I deduce you're out of juice.
Solid clapback.
How you like it? I don't know, it just came to me.
I'm so proud.
Overall, Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is a wonderful Disney animation that both Marvel fans and regular fans of Disney Channel should give a watch. Since this is derived from a Marvel IP, there are tons of Marvel comic references scattered throughout the show, which you should really keep an eye out for. There are the more obvious ones like Maria Hill, to the less conspicuous ones like Sam Wilson Captain America, but even still, give it a watch. I really recommend you have a good time with this.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, try to give a like or leave a comment. If you didn't like what you saw, try to leave me some feedback to see in ways I can improve. Thank you. Have a nice day.